It's time for round 2, everyone, and welcome back here on ZeldaSpeedRuns. Again, we got game 2 of the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 7 Top 16 tournament of the Winners Bracket Finals between Jasnix and Schmidty. On tracking today, we have Kenyon again. Thanks a bunch. And
now spreading the word of how cool all Legend of Zelda games are.
That's true. I cannot.
Even like the two cutscene CDI games are actually not bad when you remove the the bad parts of them. I actually like the cartoon cutscenes. Like,
yes,
unironically, I love Spirit Tracks more than like Phantom Hourglass. Anyway, we are starting.
We do be going.
Yeah, Forbidden Woods
and not
Forsaken Fortress. I like that one too.
Yeah, Forbidden Woods is a cool dungeon, even though we don't.
Two Ivory, Foolish, Steel Foolish, Outset.
Once we get down to business with Halmorok, we can
possibly
just
required.
That's interesting.
It just means that there has to be something that's locked by either or of those.
Yeah, that also.
I really like the hint importance of this. This is super nice to see.
Yeah, exactly. And we
started
with a bottle.
You see in quite a few dungeons now, and yeah, always appreciated. Although Grandma is not required. Well, actually, she could be, because
and
she's. And there's a hook shot.
Yep. So that is our path to Halmorok. For the seed.
Yes.
Because Mother and Child was
I play pretty much as many Zelda randomizers as I can.
Yeah, a lot of that randomizers are really good. So that's a fair point in dabbling between a whole bunch. And we're just...
Yeah, we are seeing the classic cliff... I can never remember every island's names, but I love doing... But I do like this opener. This is something I would do too.
Yeah, it's just a very classic opener we have here in Season 7. Since the Great Fairies are no longer a thing, except for the 2-eye Octo Fairy, which I think was also hinted Baron, so we're not getting any fairies at all.
Yep.
But yeah, with the exclusion of the Thorn Fairy, you can just store the chest on top of the plateau.
And make your way into Bird's Peak Rock.
Exactly. That's what both runners are doing.
Oh, that was something of interest right here.
Yep.
Not sure what it is quite yet until we cross the border.
Exactly, because we only get the item once we enter loading zone, or we like switch quadrants. Oh yeah,
and void out too. Yeah. We'll find out when they decide to look through their menu, basically.
Yeah. So we know it's not a sword, not a shield, and also not a wallet, as we can see on their HUD. It can, however, be pretty much anything else. Well, except for power bracelets and all the other stuff that has been hinted.
Yeah. It would be pretty sick if it was just a bomb bag the whole time.
It would also be funny if this was just a grappling hook.
Getting some money always helps an early game.
Okay, no Tingle Statue and also no shard that we stored. And no Pearl as well.
Yeah, so it could be just about any other item then.
Yeah. Basically.
But what one? We don't know yet.
Maybe Rick will show us once he opens his inventory. Oh, Iron Boots!
Iron Boots. Oh, that's pretty big. I mean, it is kind of needed. So that means we're...
Not... Like, I guess we can call it soft required if the Ice Ring Inner Combat Cave has something
that's right,
for us.
because Wind Temple isn't required. My bad.
Yeah, no cat jams today.
They're not nearly as powerful in Wind Waker as they are in Twilight Princess.
Oh yeah, and Twilight Princess, they're huge.
Not only are they a weapon, but they do a lot of different things. But regardless, we got Godin, which is just enough. Especially with his nose arrows and bombs.
Yeah, I just learned today that Godan can also not only snot out arrows, but also bombs. Probably never happened to me because you basically don't run out of bombs in that fight.
It's one of the very few fights that's actually just a trial for the hero. Like an actual legitimate trial. No, not an enemy trying to flat out kill you.
Exactly.
And there's a bow.
Ooh.
Very convenient.
That could theoretically be path to Goma, since Wildfall has been hinted path. And with the Forsaken Fortress path to Godan, we can also not get bombs as a path. So it is likely either grapple or leave, or one of the pearls. The latter ones, I think, are even more likely. Alright, and on Rick's side, we're seeing Nighttime Windfall, just to pair it with Mila and store the door on House of Wealth. So we can just enter there when we open the door to the coffee bar. So anyhow, Wind Waker has a coffee bar and Majora's Mask has a milk bar.
Tingle should have stayed in prison.
Yep. Exactly.
Junk Tingle and the stuff behind him for next season so we can put him where he belongs.
Exactly.
Oh, that's something saucy up in the maze.
Ooh. Okay.
I remember learning this peak when I was doing the mixed pools tournament for this.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice peak to know, since it basically skips having to crawl through this maze every single time, and so you can just judge by a quick peek whether or not you have to commit to this or not.
Yep. Yeah, I'm aware. I had Ferore's Pearl.
And a joy pendant, which we do not need.
Makes finding giving it over not too bad.
Yeah, usually.
Although we have to get a spoils bag.
Yeah, and that has been hinted dead in Tower of the Gods Hop Across. So we're not in need of a joy pendant this time.
So in other words, it spreads no joy.
Nope.
That's unfortunate.
Probably not at all. Oh yeah, right. You need to save Tingle as well. If you want to get
that the hard way.
Yep.
Because I had Windfall Foolish, but Tingle Island was required before.
A Windfall Foolish is probably something you would rather see in Miniblend settings, but is basically unheard of in standard S7.
Yeah, it was probably like it was mini blends.
Yeah, since the Miniblends, Windfall is basically reduced to a 5 check area.
Yeah.
Compared to the 19 check
monstrosity
that it is in season 7. But yeah, I guess so far only the bow was of interest for us right now. I mean, we need the Ferore's Pearl as well.
Yeah, it also gave us a mailbox.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Moblin's letter could give us something as well.
Something.
TRC.
Yeah. We won't know until we get the delivery bag.
Yeah.
Kind of a necessary item in this game.
Yep.
Well, at least if you want to do that check, I should say.
Yeah, it's very likely that we'll just find delivery back somewhere. It is extremely rare for it to be like hinted barren, and also it seems to be in logic every time.
Oh man.
But let
really
me tell you, delivery back barren is one of the nicest locations you could get.
Oh yeah.
Let's just skip Tsunari, the mail checks on Windfall, and even Private Oasis inside of the cabana.
Yep. But it is super nice having hint importance.
Oh yeah, it's so useful. It was a great addition for the season. Alright, that's
the only randomizer that I know that doesn't really have that is actually Ocarina of Time.
Ah, interesting.
That's another bottle.
Cool, I guess. So we could technically use that to get into DRC, because with this season, DRC is no longer Sphere 0, unless you get something that gets rid of the boulder in the that is placed over the pond. Because now it just mostly works like in vanilla. Yeah, and this seed DRC is Sphere 0 because we started with a bottle.
Well, the killer bees were nothing. Neither was the salvage crew. We're going to be finding out about Cyclos in a bit.
Definitely
just gotta shove some pointy sticks up his face and up his other parts of his body.
Yep.
Ideally his face.
Oh yeah, right, it is called that in German. But that I only know because I actually did my first Wind Waker playthrough in German.
That's fair.
Oh, Cyclo's dead.
Cyclos has a lot of money. What was he gonna do? Pay for all the damages his cyclones cause, or was he just gonna spend it on something nice?
Guess we'll never know, since now we have that money.
Well, we'll be saving Grandma here, looks like.
Yep, the only reason you would ever come to Outset.
Yeah. Well, that and also, this is pretty conveniently on the way.
Yeah, true. Just getting Tingle. Not Tingle, Beetle. Why am I mixing up the two?
To be fair, they're both annoying and obnoxious. But for different reasons. I don't mind Beetle in all the other games, but Skyward Sword. Honestly, he deserves Link sleeping on his bed.
Just him kicking you out whenever you don't buy anything.
But like in the cruelest way possible.
Yep, via trapdoor.
But yes, we are saving Grandma. Gotta have some of that tasty soup.
Yep, so Rick Schmidty wins the Best Grandson Award for this seed. Healing our beloved grandma before Jasnix does.
Jasnix will be doing it pretty quickly as well. I played it once, but like I played the original game when it came out.
Oh yeah, I think in SSR, Beetle doesn't even pull the lever on the trapdoor. whenever you go out without buying anything. He just lets you leave. Wait, he does? Maybe just... Ah, okay. You have to inspect an item first.
And we are getting golf. Rick playing it like a gentleman.
But not for long. Just skipping over the second hole.
You know, we would call this, like, basically skipping a hole.
Yep.
So... that would basically put him, like... that'd add a lot to his score. And we don't want that. We want our score to be in the negative.
Mm. Okay, so Horseshoe is entirely dead with that cave hinted foolish. Like the cave, the reward from the cave.
But you know, we do actually have quite a bit we can do in Dragon Roost Cavern.
Yep, that's true.
We have a bow, so we can do quite a bit of it out of logic.
We don't have a way to get to like the main part of the underworld bridge
true.
check. Because we do
Oh
not
my
have
god. A letter.
even more mail. But yeah, we do not have a leaf or the grappling hook to get to the mini boss area and such. So currently the bow wouldn't give us too much out of logic. Clean hit on that bomb flower.
Almost.
There we
nice. Go. No, easy. You don't even have to worry about messing this one up. That looked dead, I think. It's a little bit hard to see, but I definitely should learn that peak.
Yeah. And even if you don't trust your eyes that much, you can just use the telescope inside the wall and get a closer look that way.
And it looked like it was a piece of heart. In the junk chest.
Yeah.
Because Rick got healed a little bit, so...
yeah.
Crescent Island.
With a spiky.
Ooh, spiky.
Seems like it's spiked like 80% of the time.
Oh my god.
And most of the times it has cheese.
Cheese is a good thing to find, because we will have to get it eventually.
And even a lot of them. 8 pieces of cheese in total. The second one we already know about on the arrow mail.
Yeah.
But still a lot more.
I mean, logically, we're still a ways away from getting it.
Oh, definitely.
But man, hop across being dead is super nice. It is the worst to try and go back to.
Yeah, exactly. And yesterday's race, we even had an interesting situation come up where hop across was in logic rather early on, but we didn't have any bombs. And so we spent like... I'll say... more than an hour, like 1 hour and 20 minutes or something like that, without any bombs. And where did they happen to be? That's right, not on hop across. Even though it would have been extremely funny.
Yep.
Because that's, I feel like, one of the more devious item placements. And both doing Ingress Rope Cave right
God.
now.
Using all of the arrows. Yeah, they are syncing up. And Spiky.
Ooh.
Paw print Riz Robe. Let's go.
Oh, fire and
wow.
ice!
That's very spicy. Yep.
That's definitely not too bad to get. And for Jasnix, it's even nicer, I feel like, because he hasn't done Mila yet. So he can just do Mila and creep at the same time.
Yep. But man, Rick is going to have to find some more arrows. He kind of ran out.
Yep. I mean, there are a couple of beetles that sell you arrows. Most people tend to go for the Windfall beetle at night. But
was that Spiky on the grapple locked one?
It kind of looked like it. And that one I couldn't see. It seems like it was Spiky because Rick has not marked it off his tracker yet.
Yeah,
the same
that sounds
as the
reasonable.
wall. Yep, and one of the arrow beetles is actually at Great Fish.
Not a bad spot if you're doing stuff at that location. Otherwise, Kakariko, or rather, Windfall. I mean, there are so many places called Kakariko, and a lot of people associate this Windfall with Kakariko anyway.
Yeah, that's a very fair point, honestly.
I mean, even in the randomizer, they're basically the same.
True. It seems like we're heading over to Needle Rock.
Well, I mean, you got those fire arrows in tow, right?
Yep.
You can do both checks. Well, the two of those checks here. We don't have the grappling hook or the bomb bag.
Exactly. We have no way to get that gunboat check. But we can get those two.
Alright. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's a dead chest.
But thankfully, we have... This spot is a really good spot for refilling magic and arrows.
Oh, definitely. And we're back to Windfall for Jasnix. Honestly, fair play, since I think the transparent chest has been spiky yet again.
I wouldn't be surprised. And it's a dead chest.
Dang. Getting basically nothing out of Needle Rock always feels bad.
100%. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Happened quite a few times already to me. I just had the wrong wind direction. And nice side hop with a mid-air slash.
But we are getting Creeb and the transparent chest.
Okay, the Creepers, it is yet again time. It's always weird how the fire arrows manage to hit that torch, I should say. But I'm glad it works.
Oh, Bodencourse Grotto has something.
And
Oh,
Creep
it's a
has a sword!
There's
And
bombs! Oh, huge finds!
Amazing checks on both sides. But yeah.
Creep with the sword.
Finite, isn't it? Indeed. Creep strikes yet again. Yeah, and since those power bracelets are only possibly required, and Big Pig is dead as well.
That they're not bomb locked. I'm pretty sure.
Well, the power bracelets are actually hard bomb locked behind the needle rock gunboat, but I think the logic can tell if I don't know the exact circumstances, but power bracelets I think can never be hinted as not required.
Ah, okay.
Well, the thing about the DRC entrance is we saw it with a bottle.
And we also have a bomb bag.
Light arrows on transparent chest!
Fire arrow locked! Dang!
Bow locked bows!
Bow locked bows!
Incredible.
Creepers are gonna be very happy about this one.
Big Creepers feasting. This time around. We had a dry streak, but that one has finally been broken.
And we're getting Ice Ring Isle.
Very fair, honestly. And we can even cheese the DRI secret cave now with our fire and ice. And immediately combine that with Fire Mountain.
Well, that's something's saucy.
Let's see what the Ice Ring Cave has for us. Maybe a piece of cheese?
No, something we can't use right now.
Great, we have almost all the papers, but no way to hand them in. Only thing we're missing on the paper side is no to Mom.
All I know about this check is it is logically leaf locked because of the Iron Boots location.
Yep. Exactly. So this is out of logic.
That being said, who cares? We break logic all the time here in Wind Waker.
Exactly. Logic means nothing to us anyway.
Other than shortcutting.
Honestly, having to do this cave without a hammer is annoying. But we just burn everything. And the dog not even melted the ice block. Funnily enough.
No, it looks like Jasnix is doing the same. Oh, well, it's nothing anyway, so logic be ignored.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and now that I think about it, that hookshot locking bombs takes care of the Forsaken Fortress path. Or the path to Helmo rocking. Because those bombs are our way of entry for this dungeon. We still have no idea about the Goma hint, but I think it's rather strongly suggested that it's probably fire and ice locked. With everything that we've been getting so far.
Yeah. And we also got the Nehru's Pearl in on one of the mail.
I think it's probably the bomb mail.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. So yeah, that probably means that either Lethal Grapple or more likely Jin's Pearl is in Forsaken Fortress. Or at least
I
something
can
that
very
leads
much
to
see
one of
that.
those items.
Well, we do technically have access to Forsaken Fortress. Not full clear yet, but
Oh wait,
access.
did Jasnix got knocked out of
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that's terrible.
At least his version of the fight will be pretty quick because light arrows.
Oh yeah, definitely. That should go by a lot quicker. Not only because of the light arrows, but even so Jasnix has a Master Sword.
Yeah, either way, it's stinging a lot more.
Yeah, same. The Iron Boots barely lose you any time if you use them.
Yeah, I did actually learn like using the Wind Waker strat myself.
Oh yeah. That was also great to know. Honestly,
Just need a few more
pretty light
arrows.
quick.
Yeah, that was insane. But then again, this is the most powerful that light arrows have ever been in a Legend of Zelda game.
Yep, just basically one hit annihilating everything in their path. That's a second bottle
Because the
now.
closest thing would be the bomb arrows in Twilight Princess, pretty much doing the same thing.
Yeah, true.
That being said, I'm hoping we can find a hammer soon. I want to see the hammer. Oh, I think there's something on Angular. Or at least the chest in Angular.
Yeah. And we're just gonna peek the cave for now.
Yeah.
And
that did not look
it's dead.
spiky.
Yeah.
I might have mispeeked it, but... Yeah, okay, I did. I know someone who would be sad to see that the Angular cave was dead. Oh, you can hook that. Okay, that's cool. I did not know that.
Honestly, same. I did not know you can hookshot through the wooden part.
Well, we're learning a lot of things today. It's an educational moment. Well, that is bombs for Jasnix. As soon as the mini blends stop attacking.
Such annoying enemies, specifically designed to annoy the hell out of you.
There are always at least one enemy like that in every entry.
Exactly.
And Rick will be getting his Master Sword and his light arrows here. So they're basically around like the same pace now.
Exactly. Oh, that's a Grandma Mail for Rick. Which is also just that. Whereas
well, I think that's going to be Nehru's Pearl then.
Yep, that should be Nehru's Pearl for Jasnix.
And it looks like we're getting the secret cave then. Because I did learn these for mixed pools since they were on.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to dip a dungeon right now.
Exactly.
I mean, you have a bomb bag, you have You have a lot of DPS right now.
Yeah, depends on where the keys are, but you can potentially do quite a bit in DRC.
Jasnix just lighting up the torches so he could skip the fights.
Yeah, it is a fair good amount quicker. Yeah, that makes me think that as well, that the grapple will not be in the dungeon.
Yeah, I could see that. Now it's just dipping out. Makes sense here too.
Going to Fire Mountain now, which is a very reasonable play to make.
Yeah, especially since Wind Waker doesn't have an item that lets you immediately warp back to the dungeon. Like in Ocarina of Time or in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, and DRC
like, Majora's Mask doesn't have it either, but like the owl statues are always really close to dungeons, so it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, exactly.
But here it definitely stings a lot more because you have to travel a lot to them.
Yeah. Like Majora's Mask has the owl statues basically just in front of the specific dungeon most of the time. And both runners speeding up at Fire Mountain.
Yes. Fire Mountain sucks though. I just don't like it.
And you are definitely not alone with that take. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not even spiky either.
Okay.
Not even spiky either.
That really begs the question, where is our path? It might just be that the bow is not path at all.
That is a possibility, though we would have to find something.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a dip to Forsaken Fortress?
Yep.
I would say this is the most reasonable dip. I mean, it's really quick and easy to get in, at least.
Yeah. Rick, on the other hand, is dipping DRC, it seems.
We're getting Phantom Ganon on one side and probably getting DRC on the other.
Yes, we're finally
getting we got a little bit of it earlier, but now we got quite a bit of it now.
Yeah, not to that extent. Jasnix drinking some of that soup to ensure the 2-cycle. Since we got 2 air spawns, that is nice.
What kind of soup do you think Grandma makes with, like, what kind of soup do you think it is? Is it like chicken soup or something? I don't know, because it always looks like something I'd actually eat.
Yeah. Like, the soup definitely looks tasty.
Oh, Spiky Boy.
Ooh. I might... Yeah, exactly. I might safe scum that if I was in Jess position.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, you can scum that for later. At least we know where the sword is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not really super needing a sword right now. Unless... Actually, no. It can't even be that, because Helmarok King is behind... locks the access to Hyrule.
Yeah. I remember one time that I got basically a path sword that was fun. With Forsaken Fortress as a dungeon.
Rip.
So
that's a...
And honestly, it wasn't that bad because I knew that I had to get Phantom Ganon before doing the rest of FF, because I think I didn't even have Hammer at that point.
I remember seeing someone who legitimately stored the hammer, walked to Helm Rock, and just played it like if it was normal. That was pretty funny to see.
Yeah.
And they did that blind too. But we're getting Star Island on Jasnix's side. See ya. The Bokoblins are so funny in this game.
They are.
They're like one of my favorite enemies just because of how goofy and ridiculous they are.
Like most Wind Waker enemies are incredibly goofy. Like,
And
even
I'm
the
fine
fact
with
that they can smack around each other.
Yeah.
Oh? Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
going for this.
And there's a hammer!
Hammer
in
time!
Star! Okay, that's FF full clearable for Jasnix.
Yep.
Star Island payout.
It is hammer time. That also means we have a dungeon we can do, basically.
To be fair, Golden, basically every runner dislikes Star a lot. Jasnix is definitely an exception.
Oh, it's a big key.
Ooh.
So we won't have to do BK skip.
That's cool.
I mean, it's not terrible, but if you can save the extra time and just open the door instead, it helps.
Yeah, exactly, and it's not even out of the way since you were walking by that anyway. So might as well just pick it up. Doesn't cost you anything.
I actually don't mind Star Island either. It's not like the worst fight.
Yeah.
No, that distinction would be to Wizrobes. I hate Wizrobes so much.
They can screw you over big time when you miss just a single arrow in the stun lock.
We did get a spiky, but oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Speed up, getting out of here. Why climb when it can void out?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have to do anything in here.
And I don't know what we stored on Jasnix's side so far. It seems like he doesn't know either. Oh,
another spiky, man.
Okay, it was also not a shard, since otherwise it would have said it was only 5 remaining.
Yep. Oh, grappling hook! That's what it is!
Oh! That's big!
That is
Honestly.
huge!
Clean first try bomb push storage. But yeah,
incredibly clean. But yeah, that grappling hook, that means that Rick's gonna have to double dip here. Oh, yeah, this is like one of the worst ones to double dip too.
Yeah, whereas Jazz can just single dip all of DRC.
Yep.
Nice stock on the platform.
Spiky. Cheese! There's more cheese!
DR cheese! And a Picto!
Picto box! Oh no! Oh my god.
So yeah, Pompey and Vera is an equally bad check for both of them now.
Yep.
Whenever Jazz gets that Picto.
Yep. It also didn't help that it was just a bottle, too, for that. Get a mini boss. I know about this void out. Oh my god, another spiky. Could you imagine if it was just the other Picto box?
That would be utterly hilarious.
Well, we won't know until Rick opens up the menu for that one, I think.
Yeah, back-to-back Pictos would just be hilarious. The Moblin dodging the light arrows twice. So Rick just decides, nah, I'll just stab you to death.
Yep.
Has enough of this.
Oh, he's not even gonna void out here. Shield. I'm pretty sure this is actually just a save warp here. Makes sense.
Yeah. Exactly.
Probably just gonna go back later.
So yeah, the rotting currently paying out for Jasnix in the last 5 to 10ish minutes.
But yeah, this fight is so satisfying when he just does this instead.
Yeah. No basically no RNG whatsoever.
It'll be even funnier is if we could get random colors so it looks like Leghorn Foghorn. I mean, the crest on his head makes me think of that.
That's fair, yeah.
Well, Rick should be getting his grappling hook and his sword then.
Yeah.
And I think there was a piece of cheese here too, so...
Yeah, there was another piece of cheese. But Rick also having to double dip this because he has no hammer yet.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's not been to Star yet.
Star. Yeah. Well, I mean, Jasnix kind of did the same thing.
Mm.
Yes. Oh my god. Because I remember Lee and I actually made that joke during the mixed pools tournament quite a bit.
That's great.
But yeah, Jasnix will be able to full clear DRC here.
Yep.
So it actually ended up being path for the grappling hook. There was something spiky in paw print on the grapple locked chest. I think.
Ooh. I like when Jazz does that jump, even though I couldn't do it for the life of me.
Yeah. I mean, I would go for the strat too, I'm not gonna lie. Just being able to store that chest and walk all the way up is so much better than what the devs intended you to do.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, I try to do incorporate as many cheese, like speedrun strats as possible, because I have actually watched a lot of the speedruns over the years, even if I don't actually speedrun many games myself. I do like watching them, though. You kind of get a feel for how they work after watching them for years. Especially when the speedrunner in questions is really good at explaining the trick to you.
Oh, that definitely helps, yeah.
And I can tell you that is not an easy skill.
Yeah, if you're able to explain rather complicated things in a way that basically everyone understands it, it's a really great skill to have.
I mean, it'll always like fly over someone's head, but like that's just kind of how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
Because some things are just truly complicated. But it is hammer time for Rick. As Jasnix will get that piece of cheese soon enough, but be able to full clear Dragon Roost Cavern.
Exactly. And even in a slightly more efficient manner than Rick does, because of the grapple. Just lets him fully go backwards.
Yep. But it is super handy that we do have quite some pretty big foolishes this seed.
Yeah, like Outset is a really big one.
And Diamond Step is a nice one to have too.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as big as like some other potential ones, but yeah, that one's not a bad one. Yeah, the mini blends are like that designated really annoying enemy, just like the keys in Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah.
This Moblin, he has deflected 3 different arrows from 2 different worlds. Truly
Only
the final boss. Yep.
Nice first try storage. Doesn't need to resort to the bombs.
Yep. And this time it's this time we know Rick's got his sword. Even if it doesn't show on the HUD quite yet. And there's the box, the Picto box.
For Jasnix. And keeping part chest in case he needs to perform the BK skip.
Yep, not a bad plan. Ooh!
Oh!
He got like deflected by the
MacTail said no.
Yep.
Oh,
I was about to say Moldorm because that's what they're usually called. Worm enemies.
But that was a tight jump at the end.
The most dangerous enemy in the game.
By far. It is the worst room in the game for a reason.
Yeah, and it's one of the few ones that sucks going in both directions.
Exactly.
It's only slightly better backwards if you have a leaf.
Yeah. With Leaf, you at least don't get deflected into the lava, potentially.
Well, Jasnix will get that boss key, so won't have to worry about doing storage then.
Yeah. Saves a good amount of time.
It does.
Yeah, and with that, Jasnix should know that the big key chest and the chest across lava pit have to be small keys. So I can
Yep.
just go and shift his attention towards Skoma.
I'm Rock King. Where are you?
Oh boy.
Oh, there he
There
is.
he is.
He wanted
its sweet
to
time.
give he wanted to give Restream a bit of a surprise there.
Yep. Had us worrying about where Hamrook would be.
But now we are getting Goma. Surprising how many different iterations of this boss exist.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And in so many different forms, too. Like, there's a spider, there's like a more scorpion-like design, and then there's whatever this version is.
I have no idea what to describe this form of Gomers. Like, it's some kind of... It resembles like some kind of armor scorpion thingy, even though we don't see its tail to its full extent.
Or maybe it's a chimera of like a lobster and a scorpion.
That could also be.
We'll never know.
If I saw it correctly, Goma has like 10 legs, I think.
A centipede, but like mixed with something with long arms. And centipedes don't have like that kind of jaw, like, you know, the pincers kind of stuff. That's something you see more in beetles.
That's true. Ooh, a nice one cycle.
I think it's just a mixture of bugs they put together and thought it would be a fun idea.
Pretty much, I think.
Alright, we're about to see what is on this weird mutant bug. A wallet. Oh, and that was a delivery bag on a gunship.
Oh! On the gunboat for Rockspire.
Yep. And we got a rupee off of Goma, so that's another mail check.
Yep.
Which doing Rockspire now is not a bad idea. You got quite a few checks now.
Yeah, sadly we do not have our designated keys killer, aka the boomerang. Or as I like to call it, the banana.
Yeah. I feel like this is probably one of the weakest iterations of the boomerang.
Yeah.
It's such a shame, too, when you consider some of the other boomerangs. Like, I think it's in one of the Oracle I don't remember if it was the Oracle games or if it was Awakening, where they one-shot a lot of enemies. I
think that's Link's Awakening.
And then
because I remember that in Archipelago for Link's Awakening DX Rando, the boomerang is one of the most overpowered items in terms of combat.
And in Twilight Princess, I mean, it gives you the ability to do LJAs on the on the go, basically. Yeah, it's definitely not weaker than TP, but no, TP's boomerang is actually insane, though, for mobility.
Yeah.
But OOT's boomerang only is required for not very many things other than skulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they definitely nerfed the boomerang when they had the chance to basically remake the whole game.
Oh yeah, right. It does one hit the final boss in the Game Boy version.
Ooh, that was a piece of cheese. All right, that was the hinted piece of cheese.
That's a Tingle statue on Scale the Wall.
Oh, just a little bit ahead of me.
Oh, okay. Maybe I gonna refresh.
Yeah, it's
My
not a
commentary
big
page.
deal, but oh my god.
Yeah, it was like 3 to 4 seconds.
Imagine if this was another Tingle statue. Nope. It would have been funny if it was, but it wasn't. Not this time. Instead, oh wait, if it's possibly required, then you're right, Big Pig Good's dead anyway, because Outset Island is dead.
Exactly.
We will not be eating pigs, unfortunately.
Nope.
It is fun to watch, though, and I've even learned how to do it. But
the pig
sadly,
eat is one of the best tricks, I have to say. And also, looking at the time, happy 1 hour, everyone.
Yes. Happy
It
1
is
hour.
that time again. So yeah, shoutouts to our great runners.
Din's Pearl! That was Moblin's letter.
Ah, I see. Okay, so we do need that delivery bag hard required.
Yep,
Okay.
and that was grapple locked, so yep, that definitely fulfills the path right there.
Exactly. So yeah, as I was saying, shoutouts to our runners Jasnix and Rick Schmidty in the winners bracket finals of the Wind Waker Season 7 tournament. This is game 2. They're putting on a very entertaining show for us. And also thanks to Kenyan for doing all the tracking. And that's right, that is no to Mom on top of Headstone. And also thanks to my fellow co-commentator, Alexander.
You could say this is my debut in Wind Waker for commentating.
I guess so. Yeah, and doing a great job.
Good, maybe. Great, I don't think so, but we're doing fine either way.
It's very fun.
We haven't broken anything, and that's the most important part.
Yeah,
yet.
Exactly. We haven't broken anything yet.
But yeah, that was note to Mom. That is a lot of deliveries. So once it looks okay, yeah, it looks like Jasnix is doing this as well. So you will get that delivery bag. So we will be probably seeing that even get handed in.
We might get the ominous triple mail equip even.
Oh, love to see it.
Yeah, and we even have access to Private Oasis this seed. Or like,
Truly.
now that we have delivery back. Actually, I have to check which of the Forest Haven checks was sent it again. Oh yeah, the small island. So we have not seen yet what Tree Branch has for us.
Oh yeah, and that is technically in logic.
Yep, with that grapple. Honestly, it might just be Vanilla Leaf.
Oh my god.
But likely it's just somewhere in Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, it's possible it could be just about anywhere at this point.
Could also be on Note to Mom mail.
If you really wanted something funny, it could be in Master Sword Chamber. If we could find other pieces of cheese.
Yeah, Vanilla Leaf would be brutal.
Oh, 100%.
Could also, I think, be on Zunari.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. Did we ever get the Windfall to Goma path solved completely?
I don't think so.
Yeah, which at this point is very likely just hinting towards the leave with one check being locked by Act in DRC. And we know that the Biggie chest has a small key. So I think it could actually be that we have the leaf on Zunari. possibly.
Wait, what if it's let's see. We needed it to get an extra sword to fight Phantom Ganon, right? And the sword was
Oh yeah, that was on Windfall.
so I think that's actually
no wait, that sword doesn't lock or grapple
no.
though.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just locks a sword. Never mind.
Yeah, I think that locks or grapple are the bombs, which
Yeah.
is locked behind our hookshot, which was our path to Hammerrock on a Sphere Zero check.
And something spicy on the private island. That's a command melody.
Which we do not really need, since our
No, but it
runners
is
do know the
logically required.
Yeah, logically speaking, it is required to get, but our runners are very familiar with the command melody skip in Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, I learned that one too. It was definitely worth picking up.
Oh yeah. Especially for the second statue, I feel like. Or like the second statue you would carry over in vanilla.
Yeah.
Ever since you can just freely choose which statue you get first, second, and third, we can't
Yeah, that was a
label them.
good change.
Oh yeah, definitely changed up the Tochi routing for the better. With, for example, the chest storage movement in first floor, which lets you get into the mini boss room without having to put a statue on the switch.
All right. Well, we're about to see what's in the cabana.
And we get to see Tree Branch as well.
Yeah. If it's vanilla, that might be like really awful. Well, it would be awful. Imagine having to do this.
Yep.
No, this is such a satisfying clip. Oh, and it's a spiky.
For more cheese in Cabana.
Oh my god.
Honestly,
Imagine if this was a slice of cheese here too.
Did we get anything from the Mesa turn-ins? So like from the Cafe Bar postman?
I don't think that was checked yet. I don't know though.
Ooh, just
oh, it is a piece of cheese. Oh my god. Leaf in Hyrule coming into fruition? Question mark.
Okay,
so yeah, Cafe Bar was nothing. We are indeed
the triple mail equip.
The triple mail equip.
Let's go.
Let's go. Always a big.
Oh my god, that actually, yeah, right. That is a possibility. Leave in Hyrule locked behind Toji because
oh, it's a ghost ship.
Because all bows are locked behind a singular bow we found on Windfall. That is an option.
Yeah.
God, that would be bad.
At least we get to. At one point, we'll get to see our friends in Tot G.
Yep.
Yep. No. Each bow was locked by the previous one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wizard Cave had our Fire and Ice, and our lights were on transparent chests, which are Fire and Ice locked. So we had a bow lock, bow lock, bow. No, the hook shot has been removed from logic, so you're not expected anymore to just do Wizard Cave with just hookshot. You are expected to have at least one bow. Yeah, it was changed before Season 7 officially started.
Yeah, because I remember that was in the mixed pools tournament.
Yeah. That was pain.
Mm-hmm. Wizrobes already suck enough as an enemy. Can we, like, I'm glad that we don't have to fight them with a hook shot. Because I don't want to go through that again. Yeah, we did find a ghost ship shard.
The reward we have not seen yet.
Yep. Imagine getting 201 rupees and then getting 200 back.
We're getting scammed around here.
That sounds about right, sadly.
And we're getting our first Star of the Gods dip from Jasnix.
Yeah, Leaf could even be in Hyrule. All we're missing is a slice of cheese to put it into logic. Yeah, it's only, like, for me, it really is just the beginning that is the worst part of this dungeon.
Yeah. Oh, that's a spiky.
Spiky.
Our final sword.
Well, at least we're not on the hunt for that.
Yep. So we are basically one shot from no mode, I think.
Yeah.
Because Jasnix has not gotten the shot on Small Island yet, and Leaf is not required to beat the seed. Exactly. We could end the seed without getting our Leaf in the first place.
Imagine having to use command melody to skip the leaf.
Oh, another chest. A deluxe picked up. Wait, we never even checked Pompey and Vera. Right.
Yep. That is a key, I think.
Yep, that's a small key right here.
I think it went all the way down to the pit of choose. Yeah, at this point, it better be.
Okay, what does Zanari have for us? Nothing! Okay.
I remember learning the leafless strat for this first.
Ooh, yeah. And yeah, as stated in chat, you can even skip command melody without the leaf, since you have the grappling hook.
Making that look so easy.
Oh yeah, leafless for one is hard. Don't let yourself get fooled by how easy Jasnix made it look.
But honestly, if I could get the adjustment for that angle, that wouldn't be the most, like, the worst thing I've seen for that. But we are getting the scandal. It's not even the first time there was a Picto Box related scandal in the Legend of Zelda series either.
Yep. Ooh, very good by Jazz, making over at this platform's first cycle.
And we're getting the scandal on one side and a friend on another.
Oh!
No!
Pompian
Oh
with
my
the
god!
leave. Yikes! That's disgusting.
God
Okay.
is so evil.
Time to get
I'm all here for it.
dodgy. Yeah, that could be insane for Rick. Yeah, currently Jazz might still be ahead. Like, they both have one shot that the other one doesn't. So it's basically a matter of time when we get to see that last shard pop up that we have no knowledge about yet.
There's the boss key. At least we don't have to do BK skip.
Oh yeah, right, and Rick still has to go back to DRC to finish up Goma.
Yeah. I have a feeling Jasnix is going to find that leaf before he finds the slice of cheese, though.
Yeah, I'll have to see. Like, that shard could be anywhere.
Because you definitely want to be doing Windfall before you do Forest Haven when half of its checks are hinted dead.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean one, but still. That's still half. Oh
Banana!
my god.
We have
banana.
basically seen every overworld check except for Tingle Island, but I think Anchor was hinted. Let me check real quick. Actually, no, Ankle was not hinted at all. So yeah, we have not seen Ankle yet, and we are yet to see what's on Manenko.
These are truly the most annoying enemies in this dungeon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the odds are pretty good that it's just sitting chilling in here.
Ooh, and restoring this chest on Rick's side, so he can do the storage route for floor 1.
Yes, I have seen this one. I've never done it, but I've seen it. And it looks pretty sick.
It is very cool, yeah.
Yep, there's the other small key.
Oh, and I think a spiky? Alright, and Jeff has to get this the slow way because he has no leaf.
Yep.
Oh, that hurts. But this could
the amount
be
of things that Nintendo wants you to put into random
Hiroshi.
objects' eyes is ridiculous.
That's our first spade spiky in this dungeon. I think Jasnix has not found the wiki yet.
No, he did. It's
he
had
did?
another key
Oh, okay.
from downstairs. It's just he spotted the spiky.
Yeah.
Yeah, BK was the first Armos guarded by first
Okay.
Armos.
Oh, it was first Armos. Oh yeah, now that you say it, oh right, it was hinted.
I'd forgotten to. I was going. This looks tricky. Oh, nice.
So you don't even need to do the bomb boost for the way in, but you definitely need to do them for the way out.
Well, we have command melody. Although, granted, who needs that when you could just do invuln boosts?
Yeah.
Oof. Nice. Who needs Leaf?
Exactly. Like, you can't complete this whole dungeon without Leaf. In logic, even. Right now. Although, preferably you wouldn't want to.
Oh my god.
One
It's like,
arm almost
nah.
got knocked off.
It's like, nah, this is my seat. Get off. Friend. But this is my favorite part of the dungeon. These statues. I don't know, I just really like them.
Tochi statues, best companions.
Truly.
Ooh, and gets the 0 cycle. Very beautifully done.
Ow.
Ooh. Oh no!
Oh no.
Barely missing the platform. So yeah, final shard is either gonna be on the last 3 checks or I guess on Menenko.
Yeah, both are possible. Or it could be on ankle and we get a tingle statue at some point.
Ooh, yeah, that could also be the case.
I mean, it could just be in a foolish location, but we have no way of knowing that. We're not doing foolish locations to find out.
Oh no, definitely not. Wee. It's rare seeing a runner grapple across the room.
Yeah. But
Also, now
Nintendo did intend for it for if you ran out of magic.
Exactly.
Which,
Now I
mean, considering how much of a guzzler the Leaf is realistic. Oh man, Dark Nut's even avoiding light arrows.
Yep. So yeah, that one shot that Jazz has over Rick is on the wallet mail, blocked by Goma. And the shot that Rick has over Jazz is the tree branch one. I'm just really interested to see where the last one is.
Yeah. There's like a good chance that it's just somewhere reasonable, but reasonable within the progression that we've been forced to take, I should say.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, we still have a couple more checks to go.
Yep. 3 of them right here, at the end of Tower of the Gods. Oh.
Looks like we're doing a bomb boost into the spiky.
That's a spiky. Here. Now, is this Arno mode? It is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we're basically on a hunt for who gets their final shot first. Which will probably be Rick, I have to say, but I'm not sure.
I think Rick is putting Jasnix on a timer here then.
Yeah, because Rick still needs to finish DRC, but the finishing of DRC immediately
gets
gives
you
Rick
that last, basically gives you the last piece.
Exactly.
Whereas when is Jasnix gonna go into
onto Tree Branch?
Yeah, Jasnix's last piece is on Tree Branch, and the other one, Rick's is on Wallet Mail.
Yeah.
And Wallet Mail is basically on the way because Goma has it.
Exactly.
So, yeah, like I said, this is just basically putting Jasnix on a timer at this point.
Yeah, Jazz does not have that much left in Overworld, but he still has a couple of windfall checks. Zonari, Manenko, and I think Pompey and Vera guaranteed. Maybe one or two others, but I'm not sure about that.
Oh, Rick is doing Dragonfall or Dragon Roost first.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be likely that Jazz might just last location Forest Haven.
It is a possibility. I mean, no, especially with the other check being hinted dead.
I mean, the only checks that Rick still has left are Manenko and Tingle Island.
And just like that, that is Godan down.
Final boss for Jasnix.
Yeah, he'll probably route in both pick-the-box checks here. Like, if it was one, there's you probably could choose between, like, Forest Haven, but if you got the deluxe pick-the-box, you're probably gonna choose with check density. He spits out cash out of his nose. Really dirty money.
Yep.
Well, we will see where Great Fish. Okay, yeah, he's doing
He will
trade
trade
quest.
the flower. So he's aiming to go to Windfall right after.
Yep. Yeah, he hasn't done Ghost Ship either.
Oh right, we still have Ghost Ship.
Neither of them have done it.
Yeah.
Whereas I think, yeah, Rick Smithy's not going to be doing it because
No.
the wallet is just so accessible.
Exactly. After you're done with Tower of the Gods, you'll just warp to Windfall and check the mail. And if it is nothing, you just check Manenko. Wait, really?
It's possible.
I have no recollection of if anyone has looked at it.
But yeah, Windfall Island here makes sense. Like, we know where it is, but it's also reasonable that Jasnix would do this. Just chasing density here.
Exactly. However, Jazz will not check Ghost Ship before going to Tree Branch, and that's a progressive bomb back from Manenko. Second best junk item you could get.
Yeah, very dangerous woman apparently.
Yeah, and we're doing Pompion Vera as well. I guess we're not.
I'm confused.
Uh.
Maybe it's some sort of Oh yeah, we're just heading out.
Okay.
Oh, Forest Haven. I think this might be Jasnix game because Godan is still a little bit on the slow side. You know, he's very picky on how he wants to get hit. Yeah, I can very much see that. Reading logic, key counting, I think those are also very important skills for Randomizer. Like, they're often understated, but they can be very, very powerful, like, at the end game. Because it lets you skip so many things.
And we're doing the BK skip on Rick's side.
Oh, so you won't know that it's a piece until
after Tower of the Gods.
Yep. But yeah, I think this is Jasnix's game at this point. I think he's just doing the 50-50 between yeah. Because there's a 50% chance that it's either Leaf or it's something else.
Yep.
That being said, you'll be very satisfied with that piece.
Yep. Knowing that he is in go mode without Leaf. It's funny.
Or maybe 33% chance, but in the end, this happened to be the play that he needed.
Exactly.
But yeah, the Godan boss theme is always such a banger. And was that a 2-in-1 for deal there? Because that was sick.
Might be, yeah.
Yeah, because he only shot 1 and he got 2.
That's cool.
Apparently you can do that.
And yeah, Jasnix might have realized that his Leaf had to be on Pompion Vera since the path to Goma has not been resolved yet.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's probably what went through his head. And by process of elimination, he figured out that the Leaf had to be on Pompion Vera. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a question we will be bringing up for the interview.
But at least there'll be a game 3 is what I'm hearing at least.
It quite looks like we'll be getting a game 3 for the winners bracket finals. Because that is a rather comfortable lead of probably at least 2-ish minutes, since Rick Schmidty also has to leave Tower of the Gods, warp to Windfall, and get his shot there.
Yep, and then go back. You know how it is with this game sometimes.
And also we get the very rare we use hookshot for this passage.
Yep.
And we're entering Ganon's tower on Jasnix's side.
There's now basically just the climb. the segment that every Legend of Zelda game goes through.
Yep. Exactly. Climbing Ganon's castle in OOT. Clock Tower in Majora's Mask. Hyrule Castle in Twilight Princess. I guess you're going down in Skyward Sword?
True, you're the descent. But either way, you're still climbing.
Yeah. Just climbing downwards.
Just climbing downwards. I mean, if you just jump, it kind of breaks your feet, doesn't it? Typically.
Yeah. I mean, from that height, you just take damage. And I mean, there's since you cannot jump down anyway because of the railing, you're just climbing downwards. I guess.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh, beautiful double hit on those moblins.
Saving on magic, always appreciated.
And on arrows.
Oh, another double hit.
Beautiful first hit.
And yeah, climbing the tower twice in A Link to the Past.
Right.
Because you got Agnum and then you got Ganondorf. In which you fall down a pyramid.
Yep. I guess you also climb the Black Tower and Oracle of Ages for the final boss.
Yeah, either way, Link does a lot of climbing.
Yep. You're climbing downwards to the Temple of the Ocean King in Phantom Hourglass.
And he's climbing up a flight of stairs in Spirit Tracks.
Exactly.
In other words, Link has his cardio done for him. Every single journey.
Yeah. Link's also climbing downwards into Ganon's lair in Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, that was so close. He did not get the double, unfortunately.
But we got some arrows and a bit of magic.
Yeah, at least the keys are nice for something, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that shot's a bit tricky.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And just like that, we are on this last stage of Puppet Ganon.
We are fighting Snake. Ooh, nice
Good
first shot.
snipe on Jasnix's side.
Throwing the bomb in PG3's face. Now, can we get the truck?
Oh, so close.
Barely not.
Almost. He got a snipe on that, too. He changed direction at, like, the worst possible time. Nice.
But there we go.
And now for everyone's favorite segment, the rope climb. It sounds even funnier with Sans. And Rick having his lovingly made grandma soup.
Mm.
Another nice double Dark Nut. I have to keep changing between Iron Knuckle and Dark Nut because they're effectively the same enemy. Ganondorf slapping the Zelda. Truly the king of evil.
And that's phase 2 done for Jasnix.
Yep.
Deflecting
and that should be GG right here.
GG's to Jasnix.
So we will be getting a game 3 between these two.
That will be very exciting. And Jasnix finishing with a time of 139.43.
And this was a leafless seed for Jasnix as well. Oh, Rick with the double!
Amazing.
Huge shot there. Oh god. Pop again, and please. And I know that they plan to have their next race almost immediately after this one.
Yep. So, don't go anywhere after this race is done. Because we'll be back.
Or if you are, grab a drink and a snack.
We will not be taking long to get game 3 on our way.
That was insanely close.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh man, that climb is extremely strenuous on your hands.
Oh yeah. The mashing can be really hard.
This is one of the few times I feel like a turbo button should be legal for everybody. One of the very few times.
Yeah, to be fair, the higher you get on the rope, you actually have to change your speed of mashing, because the higher you get, the slower you have to mash. I mean, you can also just stop at like the halfway point.
Yeah.
And climb the rest.
Like, I wouldn't even consider that, like, ever doing a rules change for that. But, like, man, oh my god, he got kicked.
And stabbed as well.
Dang.
That was savage. Woo.
Ganondorf channeling his inner FPS player. Going around kicking people.
Alright, that's phase 2 done. Arrow has been reflected. And that is GG's for Rick Schmidty. Finishing with a final time of 142.50. And
the
yeah.
King of Evil with a sword in his face twice over.
Yep. And with that, I guess we can end it for this race right here. Like I said, don't go anywhere because we will be back pretty shortly. And until then, oh yeah, I guess we can also give another shout out to all the people making this restream possible. Our two runners, Rick Schmidty and Jasnix, delivering us with some great form of entertainment. To our tracker, Kenyan, handling the items on the bottom half or the bottom third of the screen for both runners. Very appreciated.
And getting baited by our runners with that stored sword.
Yep. And of course, to my fellow co-com, Alexander Harold.
And I couldn't have done it without you, because I am not a solo act.
Yep. So yeah, we'll be back in just a bit, and we'll be heading over to the countdown again. So, see you later.